Hey, what's happening, folks? This is Nick with the Outdoorsman, and I thank y'all for checking in on another episode. On this episode, we'll be stealth camping in my local woods that I like to stealth camp in. On this episode, I have something good to cook. I'm gonna go over my thought process in picking the top 5 for the April Stealth Camping Alliance Challenge, and also because I like to switch things up. Instead of using my Haven hammock, I'm using one of my first hammocks I ever bought. It's an Eno, a relatively inexpensive hammock. And yeah, just relaxing. I may have a fire, but probably not because it was almost 90 today. But yeah, that's the plan for this episode, Outdoorsman. Come along for the ride. This is a reach, but if there's any of my subscribers in Southeast Louisiana or South Louisiana that knows of any roundabouts with enough trees to camp in the middle, I've always wanted to do that. I have an idea of a place around me, but I wanted to do it today. But the traffic piles up around this thing from 5 to about 8. So it's gotta be a weekend thing. But if y'all know of any roundabouts with enough trees to camp on, holla at your boy. Back in my local woods, y'all. The last time I was here, it was for, I can't remember what the Stealth Camping Alliance Challenge was, but they had ice on the ground. Too wide open. I'm gonna keep going this way. Now let me ask you this. So I watched the Outdoors McGee, and he's kind of in the same situation with me, an urban set of woods, close to people, close to roads, but he built like a little urban shelter. Would that be something y'all would be interested in watching? It may be a couple episodes building it, then I come back to it from time to time to add on to it a little bit and spend the night out at it. Think of it like the urban shelter series. Is that something y'all would watch? Because I kind of have a hankering to do some bushcraft, and there's enough dead wood and junk trees that I could build a nice little structure. But yeah, that's one of my thought processes. So yeah, let me know in the comments if y'all would be down for that. This surprised the hell out of me, y'all. When I tell you it monsooned the last 2 days, it monsooned and the ground's dry as hell. It's rare that in Southeast Louisiana you ever talk about a drought, but I think we're kind of in a drought like the rest of the country. Well, right now I think it's flooding, but we've been kind of dry. This is how often I use this. I had to move it to about 4 or 5 different sets of trees. I didn't film all of it, of course, but I finally found a nice set. And I got 20-foot hammock straps, so it gives you a little wiggle room. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a pole on this side and stake it to it. Tie it to it, go down to lift it up. Then on the other side to lift it up to give me some airflow and some room under it for my head. I gotta say, this is one of my better hangs of the tarp. So I know I don't think it's gonna be any hard rain, so I have it up just to keep the dew off of me. And yeah, next thing, so yeah, good pitch of it. Eno, dry fly, rain tarp. Now to the hammock. So I got my 2 tree straps directly under my like my rain flag ridge line. And I feel like, y'all, that's why I'm pro tent. I'm so used to putting up a tent. I feel I would have then had my tent up and everything. I'm kind of fiddly with a hammock. But yeah, just because I don't do it quite as much as tent camping. She don't look too bad. I got her kind of high, but I'm a chunky fella, so it's gonna come down. So I've learned after the lost trip, corrupted memory card, and Big Biloxi with my dad and my brother, always have the camera rolling when you go to sit in your hammock first, because it may be funny. So let's see. Operation Keep the Mosquitoes Out. Holy smokes. Yeah. I might need to drop it a little lower. Yeah, let me turn that on. I am no hidden hammock. Shout out to you, Josh. Let's see. Operation Don't Break This Hammock, or I gotta go and get one and get another structure from the house. Yay. No trees collapse. That's always a good thing. Yeah, that's pretty good. And this is a little cheap Eno hammock, relatively cheap. So yeah, let's see what time it is, y'all. It's about 7:14. I think I might get dinner kind of started going while I still have light. It's gonna be in the high 70s, so I have my Magellan cotton sleeping bag liner, just something to cover me up. But if I get chilly, I have my, my 50-degree Aegis Max. So yeah, let me put this in there. Burning daylight, y'all. I gotta say, the dry fly blends in with this surrounding pretty good. Oh. Or a dirt bike, so I might wait closer to dark to do my cooking. Had to crack my step to white college girls around the world's favorite drink of choice. They taste good, don't hate. So for tonight's meal, I have some chopped up asparagus and I put some butter in there to go in the pan. And then for the protein for tonight's meal, I have a tuna steak that I have some seasoning on. Skinny. I'm burning daylight. Let me get her going. I imagine these asparagus are gonna take a while, so I gotta get them going. StealthCampingAlliance, y'all. Worldwide. I think I may have too many in the pan, but whatever. I think they shrink a little bit. So while I'm trying not to burn my asparagus, I wrote down some notes for my top 5. So last but not least, honorable mention, Hammock Mountain. I have a thing, me and my wife, we went a bunch of videos. We went back to we went to Arkansas, and we tore up the rainbow trout. And Hammock Mountain just had some hammer rainbow trout. Like, I want to catch some of them. So he's an honorable mention. Next was Hidden Hammock. It was a cool ass spot Josh had. So I'm sorry, the GoPro cut out. Hidden Hammock had a cool ass spot in between some sort of drainage line or a oil line, and had a bunch of people show up. Number 2, well, next one is Camp Like a Bune. This dude has some balls, has some cojones. Y'all may say he's boring, but to dress up and to camp next to the prison like that, and then to dress up in a prison outfit and wave at the train, he's got some kahunas, bigger than me. I wouldn't have done that. But yeah. And then, let's see, my next one. Hojangle Outdoors. She had a cool spot. It reminds me of some of the local like fishing ponds around here, LSU Lake, where you can catch some good fish out of it, but you might not want to eat. And she did good with showing her gear. And next was Survival Sam. And I just thought it was cool. I may try, like, that's kind of a riff on well, Steve Wallace did it where he had a little spinner. It said go left, so he would turn here. Then he'd go a mile or 2 or a kilometer, whatever. And then he'd do another one. But I give Survival Sam big props up for coming up with the cool idea where he rolled dice for everything. Because fishing, you don't know what you're going to catch. I'm trying to think, did I leave anybody out? I didn't miss anybody, but just be known, it took me a little bit because I watched every single one fully. You know what I mean? I watched a lot of stealth camping videos, y'all. Not that I don't normally, but yeah, so that's my top 5. So, you know, I know how special it felt to me to be, even though I haven't won anything, I've been in multiple top 5s. You know, it feels good to be picked out of worldwide, you know, out of 24-ish videos, sometimes more than that, sometimes less. Or sometimes, you know, but just to be picked for something, it's a good pat on the back, you know. And I can't wait to get on my e-bike and do the Alabama Adventurers. I think that's his YouTube name. It used to be Uncle Dub's, his bike packing challenge, which I'm ready to. I wish this thing had smell-o-vision. I kind of overloaded my pan, y'all. But whatever, you gotta let them cook. They take a while. A little update on baby Lucy. I ain't talked about her in a little bit, but she's a little bit over 3 months, and I think we're building up to where we do our first camp. And of course I'm gonna film it. I filmed her. She was barely a couple hours old, and I did a live with her. But I'm gonna film in the backyard in one of the bigger, this Carlsbad 6-person tent that I bought, and I'm gonna hook the little AC up to it and have her crib and have her little play. And it's gonna be a family camp out in the backyard. It'll be her first ever, and I guarantee you, y'all are invited, and you'll see. They'll even probably be alive when it happens. But yeah, that's Lucy's doing fine. She just giggled for the first time the other day. She's almost rolling over. She's getting long, and yeah, she's just cute as a button. I'll post some more stuff about it. I haven't in a long time. Well, a couple of months. Just been busy. So in a week, we're going back to Lake Charles, y'all. And I gotta decide. There's this place called Rutherford Beach that I've been wanting to go to, and it's about an hour from our hotel. So I'm trying to juggle, and I'll have one night, because we're just going for a weekend, I'll have one night to do some extracurricular activities. So it's either playing a stealth camp or go to Rutherford Beach. And I'm kind of leaning towards Rutherford Beach because until Lucy's a little bit older, I can't see us going that way, because it's like 3 hours. And then add it, so 4 hours total, you know what I mean, to go. And it's a cool beach you can camp on and fish on and swim on. So I think most likely I'm gonna do that. And also I still have a camp catch cook, just not stealth, in Sulphur, Louisiana, where I catch a nice black drum and I cook them and eat them. That's in the hopper. But this video will probably come first. I don't know if that video will be out before the Alabama Adventurers Stealth Camping Alliance Challenge. Just stay tuned. God damn it, party foul, man. I'm gonna pick up the ones that didn't hit the ground. God damn it. Actually didn't forget plates this time and look. It's a girl from Michelle's baby shower. Well, I should say ours. And then the fork, look, from the baby shower. I had a couple of casualties, y'all. I ate some that was off the ground. I like them crispy, so I'm letting them sizzle a little bit. And then I'm gonna get my tuna steak on. Let's get that sizzling goodness. Yeah, I had a lot more than that, but whatever. The raccoons will eat good tonight. Y'all gonna hear a man cry if I drop my tuna steak. Let me put it on the ground, then I got her on. The funny thing is, y'all, I've tried asparagus in restaurants and I just don't like it. Just like broccoli. Like, I don't know, my wife spoils me and she cooks a broccoli with a little bit of crab oil in it to where it has a spice to it. Otherwise, it's just like eating like green farts, you know. But oh yeah, I'm hungry as shit. And I ate half of my asparagus. And the tuna's coming soon. About one of the only things I can cook pretty good, a tuna steak. Let's see. Oh! Well, ain't that some shit? I'll pick that up. Now I'm just gonna caveman it. Pretty good, but hot. So I finished eating my tuna steak, and as I was doing that, I hear rustling in the leaves, and I kid y'all not, a wolf spider walked past me, and he was so big that he rustled leaves, and like he was every bit like take up most of the palm of my hand. Just got me thinking when I did the cowboy camp challenge across the highway at that park. I must have been super drunk to go to sleep with all the creepy crawlies that we have in our swamp / forest, you know. This thing was huge. I should have got a picture of him, but I let him go on his way. Got the nighttime tea brewing. Relaxation time. I'm just gonna let it sit here and cool off for a while, because it was 80 something and it's been approaching the 90s already, and we early May in southeast Louisiana. Oh crap, yow, ow, that was hot. Son of a bitch. So it's about 9 o'clock, y'all. I had my tea, ate my food. I think it's time to start relaxing, and I'll turn y'all back on if something cool happens, but otherwise I'll catch y'all in the morning. Also, I have Dawn of the Dead, the 2004 remake, downloaded on Netflix, so I might try to watch that before I go to bed, but yeah, I'll catch y'all in the morning. Good morning, folks. It was an alright night's sleep. I I kind of toss and turn. It's been a long time since I've slept in a gathered in hammock. But ultimately I got to sleep. But it's tossing and turning, trying to get comfortable, you know. I should have just used my Haven hammock, but now it's pickup mode. All clean except for some palms I cut as a doormat. You know, time to trek out the woods. Alright, and we're out. If you made it to this point in the video, you obviously like something. Smash that like, drop me a comment, and subscribe. Help me out with the algorithm and do more cool videos. But yeah, the Outdoorsman out. I'll catch y'all on the next adventure. Time to start my work day.